Hello Hoovers and welcome to TMTV Productions. Today it's more of a serious video. So, TMTV Radio, Tom Mason TV Radio, is my 10th YouTube channel. It was before that it was Fly with Tom, and before that it was Never Run When You're Scared. That channel was originally set up to be a group channel. Then the other partner in the channel left before we could make a first video because they had changed their mind at the last minute. They didn't want to do it, which is perfectly fine. So I left the channel dormant for a good while, and then I'm not a fan of leaving channels that are empty dormant, so I thought I will litter it with content. And then I thought, oh, I can use my drone, but when you look at where you're allowed to fly and that, it becomes increasingly harder to be able to just go out and film. So then after 3 weeks, I chose to change the channel to something that could happen on a more regular basis. And that was TMTV Radio. We did that channel, we haven't done a video on that channel now in 11 days, as the last time I looked. And recently, I've not been feeling too, what's the word, excited to upload on that channel. It's hard to explain, really. I've not been, like, oh, here's a really good idea. I've been struggling to come up with ideas for that channel. Not in oh, the channel's great. It's just because I do too many talking to camera videos, and I'm sort of trying to change that and the way I do stuff. So the main channel's got its own Doctor Who series with some spin-offs. The third channel will be having more short films, and we'll be doing more things. It's alright at the moment. And I've got the problem with what's on BreakBox, with BreakBox potentially ending in November, which could cause a few issues on there. So because of the evolution of what I make is slowly changing over time, I want to keep that channel, I want to have that channel as something that is ever evolving, is producing interesting news. Like the Mind of Tom Mason, anything I have in my mind, anything that happens is on that channel, and that has never been boring. That's never been one type of content. That's been multiple different types of things. Whether that's me testing copyright availability on something, whether that's me doing a compilation of Alex Horn, or whether that's me in Scotland, or whatever. And it's on that channel, and it's whatever it can be. This is for updates, clips, me testing out features on YouTube Shorts, because the production company is experimenting. Us as TMTV Productions, e.g. me, I am trying to work out what works on YouTube. So having this means that I can discuss, oh, here's what's happening with this channel, these podcasts are going, these podcasts are coming, here's an announcement, and it's all on this channel because this is what this is made for. It was made to be, TMTV Productions was made to collect all the channels together and all my productions together to turn into one big thing in a round circle, so all of it's linked to TMTV Productions with the logo and everything, right? And I'm going to place it on YouTube just to update you on what's going on. Because I did too many of them on the main channel and did too many of them on the third channel. And the second channel has gone through, it was originally Tom Mason Games, then went to Everyday Tom, then went to Tom Vlogs, then went to The Who Gamer, then went to the Copyright, then went to Cinematic World of Tom Mason, then to the Copyright Tester, now to Tom's Fact of the Day. 7 versions of that channel. Tom Mason Games and The Who Gamer were the same type of content, but the only difference was the name. Everyday Tom and Tom Vlogs was Vlogs, but then I moved those on to the main channel because they worked better there. So my evolution of stuff changes, and this channel, TMTV Radio, needs to move with the times. So I am going to cancel TMTV Radio, but leave it as it is. And when I have a brand new idea that will evolution that channel, then I'll change the banner, change the logo. Obviously, I am going to be talking about radio and podcasts every so often on the third channel, but if I decide I want to talk about, if I decide to put my learner video, the learner's video, and just a minute video onto that channel, what I'll do is I will like properly change it up so it's like almost brand new video. So I'll keep the original on there, but I'll add an intro saying, oh, this is from the X 10th channel, TMTV Radio. I'll add clips in where I see fit, and I'll add logos and all sorts. I'll make it more interesting and a lot different if I was going to do that. That's an if. So it'll stay, all the videos will stay on that channel, but some videos might be improved and edited and changed and looked, put a brand new coat, lick of paint on it, as you will, on that channel. So TMTV Radio is going to die, right? I'm getting rid of it. But we're changing it into something more exciting and something that I can get behind, and something that I feel that I'm proud of. Even though I'm proud of the content I've made on that channel, I just need something that pushes the limits. That says, this is my 10 YouTube channels. Here are my 10 YouTube channels, my 8 podcasts. I put hard work into them. I love this video, this video, this video. From each channel there's a video I love, and each podcast there's an episode I love. And at the moment it's like TMTV Radio. I'm not a fan of the name anymore. The content on it is a little bit, it's good, but it could do with altering, changing something. It's just something needs to change within that channel to make it even better than it already is. And it's what I need to, and that channel needs to be the one to change. That channel needs to improve, because Tom's Facts of the Day is staying there now. That is like a glorious channel. I don't load them there frequently because it'll get boring if there's frequent thing. But if there's a fact every so often, I find a good fact in one. I've got a collection of facts now from the QI Facebook page that are going to be in circle. I've got QI books. I've got non-QI books. I've got other areas of, I'm looking at my bookshelf, that's why I turned. I've got other factual books and other fact places. So that channel will be staying alive. I've done 7 Tom's Facts of the Days. I barely did 1 episode of Cinematic Word of Tom Mason because that got cancelled straight away. The copyright tester then moved back to where it belongs, which is the mind of Tom Mason, but keeping the stuff there, and then it altered its Tom's Facts of the Day, and that's been a lifesaver on that channel. That channel is now no longer dwindling. That's gonna be, I've got a whole selection of facts coming. It's gonna be born, and it's got something where I can say I'm proud that I managed to churn out them many facts, and I've informed the public. Even though the facts are silly and funny, it's still informing you, and that's what's good, because that people always crave knowledge. And with radio and podcasts, it's like one day that's gonna all go, and where is that channel gonna leave? Because even though radio is amazing, Radio 4 and radio amazing, and podcasts are amazing, I need to have content where it can evolve, and I can film like short films, or do something where it's not just me sat here talking to the camera. So that's why that channel will be improving, changing, and ever growing, and will be the best channel ever. So far, we don't know what it's going to be here at TMTV Productions. We don't know what the video is going to be, the channel. But it will be on hiatus until then. I'll be thinking, what is it going to be? Now, on another note, just really quickly, What We Hear in the Shadows has finished all its pilots, and on the What Do We Hear in the Shadows Twitter page and Facebook page, there is a poll. The Twitter poll, you can actually press the button to vote, and on the Facebook one you just have to leave it in the comment section under the post to say, do you want pilot 1, 2 or 3? Whichever one you choose will get picked. If you don't end up voting because you missed the deadline on the Twitter, the Facebook one will be there for a long time, the Twitter one does have a deadline, I then will decide which one we do. And one of the pilots, if they go to a full series, will have a different name, a different look to it, because I thought of a better name for one of the pilots. And so if it ever does come to light that that's one we choose, it'll then just look a little bit different and still be the same thing, but with a proper format and with a new title and with a whole new lick of paint. But I've rambled on too much now. I'll leave you to it. Thank you guys for watching. Talmotto out. Bye! Thank you for listening. I like this video. It gets my thoughts off my chest. Well, really, thoughts off my chest is not a really good word for it. It just lets me explain what's going on with that channel in a video format.